it's Yas and welcome to my channel. Today's Wednesday, the 9th of March, and this is episode number 12. To begin with, I would like to welcome all of my returning viewers and say a big thank you to you for coming back and for liking and commenting on my videos. It means a lot to me. But I would like to also welcome to all of my new subscribers because as of last week my channel have reached 900 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for finding me and for stopping by and for deciding to subscribe and following along. So since so many of you join in, and I think it's over 50 people since my last update, so let me tell you a little bit more about me. Right, my name is Gosia. However, I go by name Yasmin, Yas for short. I'm Polish but live in London with my Moroccan husband and 4 children. I am a multi-crafter. I have got many hobbies. However, cross stitch and running takes most of my time. What else? Right, my stitching style. Right, I think there's a mixture of everything. I stitch lots of bird samplers, but also birds in general. I love Barbara Anna designs, and I stitch quite a lot of her charts. I've already started my second wall. I stitch quite a lot from the magazines as well, and I have got 2 favorite magazine designer, which is Jenny from Home Stitchness. She's also on Etsy, and the second person is Jureen Jones. They both are very well known in the world of cross stitch, but also as well, and they do have Etsy shops as well, where they sell the charts. I like to stitch charts showing cultural diversity, and since I'm Polish and I am a big fan of folk art, I stitch quite a lot of folk art designs as well. That's pretty much it. So yes, what else? I record my videos every 2 weeks when I share with you mainly my cross stitch, but sometimes I share other crafts like quilting and crochet. And in between my regular updates, I post a finishing tutorial. So if you think, then you would be happy to coming back and watch, and that's something what interests you, then welcome to my creative space. I am really happy to have you. 900 subscribers, it is incredible milestone for me. I've never expected then this channel is going to be growing so quickly, and I will be able to make so many wonderful friends. So thank you very much, and a big welcome to you all. Right, before I start show you my charts, not my charts, my project. I had a giveaway last week. As a reminder, I was giving away 9 charts from Stitchy Princess on Etsy and Instagram. PDF version, which I have been given permission to, and the 9 winners has been selected, and I have emailed you. No, I have not emailed you. I comment underneath your comment, so please do respond to my comment and send me your email so I can pass the PDF version of the chart of your choice to you. Also, as a reminder, on my not last video, the video before last, I had a giveaway as well. I was giving away 3 charts, and only 1 winner have contacted me and claimed the prize. I'm still waiting for the 2 winners of Frederick and Easter Trio. of Pantini. I will put the name of the screen, a person who won Frederick, and person who won Easter Trio. Now, since this is giveaway from almost 3 weeks ago, I will be waiting for your response until Monday. Today's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Monday the 12th of March by noon. If I won't hear from you, I will pick another 2 winners from the comments which were left underneath the video where I announced this giveaway. Because I don't want to wait any longer, because there will be more giveaways coming, and I just don't want to lose the track of it. So if you are a winner of those 2 charts, please contact me, email me your physical address so I can post them to you as soon as possible. However, if you won't contact me by Monday noon, I will be choosing another 2 winners. Right, I have a giveaway for this week as well, but I think I'm gonna leave this for a little bit later. Let me show you first what I have been working on. No, actually what I have finished. A few weeks ago, I think, yeah, the same time when I have gave away this chart, which is 2 videos ago, I showed you that I have finished Frederick. And I also mentioned that I won't be framing him for now because I want to finish Frederica, which is the companion piece, and then frame them exactly the same. However, as I was browsing through my stash of frames, I found this frame and it fit perfectly. And I have got one more like this, which means the Frederica could be and will be framed exactly the same. And I think he is gorgeous. This is very simple frame, and I don't know if you can see, but it is little danced over here. I don't know what I have done with it, but there is a little mark. Once it's on the wall, you can't really notice, you need to come very close to see. But I think this frame really complements this piece. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love him, and I know that lots of you love him too, because the response and the comments for this finish was really incredible. So yeah, so I have framed Frederick. So that's my fully finished project. Right, on my last video I showed you that I have been on the finishing stage. I was finishing my sampler, which I started last year, the etude, and I had only 4 squares left. So I have finished it completely. It's all stitched and it is gorgeous. I've also ordered a custom frame for it from my favorite framing company, which is the frames.co.uk. So I look forward for the frame to be delivered to me so I can finally put it on the frame and hang somewhere in the here. I really love it. The colors are absolutely wonderful, beautiful. This is also my favorite style of stitching, Quakers and kind of geometrical designs. And the second project, which I completely finished as well, is the third chart from the trio of Easter trio from Pantini, and this one is finished as well. I wasn't really in a mood for sewing this week, so that's why it's still unfinished, but definitely by the Easter time it will be done and on my tier tray. Right, and that's what I have finished, or fully finished. Now let's go to my stitching. Since it's March, I mentioned that I for the very first time this year I will be participate in the March Madness, where you work on, when you start different project each day. However, I've also mentioned that I won't be going completely crazy, yeah, because some of the projects I would like to work on are quite large, so there's no way I can finish them in a day. And then I didn't want to make my basket too full as well. That's why I've only limited my charts to 15. I am working the small one. I work one day. Some of them I've managed to finish in a one day. The biggest one I work over 2 days. So the first one, before I have oh gosh, blankness, I have completely forgotten what I wanted to say. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. The first project I've selected for the first day of March was this tiny wee one, Spring Bird, by Heart in Hands, and I have chosen my my own colors for it, and he is finished. I still don't know if I will finish it as a pillow or as a stand-up or as flat. I'm not sure yet. As I've mentioned, I'm not really into a fully finishing mood. I am really into stitching at this moment, but I'm really happy that he is done. And I have changed this one a little bit because the original chart has got the saying spring on the bottom, kinda in the frame, but I didn't have a button, the dragonfly button, so I decided my saying will be in this space, and I think this looks really, really lovely. And it is on a 32 count linen speckle natural, and it is a quite large piece because I will be stitching all of those wee ones on the same piece of fabric. I bought all of them, which I will show you later in this video. So this was the first project for 1st of March. On 2nd of March, I've started a chart from Stitchy Princess, and it is this alphabet with a bunnies, and I have dyed my own fabric for it. I've used a fabric spray, and I sprayed first the top of the fabric, let it dry for a little bit, then I turn it upside down and I sprayed the bottom, and I left it to on the side for about 10 to 15 minutes just for the ink to sink into the fabric, and then I just iron it over with a hot dry iron to set the dye. And this is permanent, so now even if I want to wash, the color won't run. And I have used the Gentle Art picket fence to stitch the white portion of the chart, and a variegated thread for the bunny. I will put the original picture of this design because I had to modify this a little bit. As you can tell, I kind of started a little bit too far from the edge on this side, and because of that I didn't have enough space for another kind of pick, so I had to trim almost this area which had another bunnies to being able to fit on this fabric, so I had to move the things a little bit around, but I think it's still really, really gorgeous. And this will be a flat finish, and I purchased pin which says "We Stand with Ukraine" on Etsy from the MB gift shop, and I will incorporate this somewhere in the design. I'm thinking somewhere here in this corner. and I stitched this one in honor of all of the Ukrainian people who are facing war at this moment. And I also used the hashtag Stitch for Ukraine, which is currently happening over Instagram. And I really love it. And the reason I have chosen those two colors is to represent the Ukrainian flag. So this was second start on the second day of March. Now 3rd of March I started on Prairie Schooler folk eggs, and I love them all. There is 8 of them, but they are count as a one project. So far I've managed to stitch 3 whole and half of the 4th one. So I stitched the middle one, I've stitched the rooster, the butterfly, and I started on those bunnies. I am using my own colors because that's the way how I like to stitch. If I don't have got a code for DMCs on hand, and if I can find something which looks equally good, then I use my own stash. In this way I don't accumulate a big number of thread or colors which probably I might not be using again. So this is the first one, and I've stitched this on 28 count linen, this Packle one, Morano, I don't know, I will put down on the screen what's the name of the fabric. And again, as I've mentioned, I've used my own DMC colors for it. So this is the first one. This is the butterfly, maybe on this side. The colors are showing pretty accurate. They're quite bright, much brighter than they are used in the original Prairie Schooler design. And rooster. Yeah, that's pretty good. And the 4th one, which I've started, and that's the colors I've chosen to work on, just the 3 colors. And that's where I am at this moment. Oops, sorry, this hanging thread. So I have got enough fabric to finish remaining 4, sorry, and then they will be finished as a 3D Easter eggs. Okay. Now what are we? And I have worked on those eggs over 2 days. So don't think that I have finished 3.5 egg in one evening. That was done over 2 evenings and few times throughout the day as well. So I've worked on it over 2 days. And then on 5th day of March, I've worked on Barbara Anna 4 season, which I purchased from Nitka Moscow. And this is the kit. Has got those 4 season ladies inside, fabric, thread and chart. And this is also a stitch along, which I am hosting with Charlie Feathers on Instagram, but now also on YouTube. And our hashtag for this stitch along is celebrate with 4 season SAO, and there's quite few people who follow along with us, and I really love to see your progress. So I have finished spring and I've started on summer over here. I'm really sorry, it's getting dark now, so I am losing the daylight, and the big light is kind of disturbing and the colors, but I'm trying to do my best. So yeah, the spring is finished. She is gorgeous. Okay, and that was one evening. This week and few days of last week, I was watching much of YouTube, and I kind of took a break from the news as well. I watch news in the morning just to kind of find out, you know, how the situation progresses and if there are any changes, and you know, regarding the current situation in Ukraine. But apart that, I am staying away from news. I am staying away from social media as well. I wasn't going to mention that on this video, however, it just kind of it just popped into my head. On a few days ago, Barbara Anna has released her latest kit, which she collaborates with Nitka Moscow. It is a beautiful Matryoshka doll. I'm going to put a picture over here, and obviously any international money transfer or transactions are impossible at this moment. However, on the day when the Nitka and Barbara Anna announced that the new kit is available, I've managed to purchase a kit from Nitka Moscow, and my transaction was successful. So I was told that my kit will be posted to me today. So I hope then, you know, in the near future my kit will arrive. And the reason I'm telling you about that is because I have received there were actually 2 messages, hate messages, because I purchased a product from Russian company, which in a current situation apparently it's a big no-no. And I found this really upsetting and really unfair. And although I stay away from making, you know, any political statements or you know, trying to preach on a social media, but I found it really heartbreaking and a really upsetting fact that, you know, people would be that close-minded to, actually, because of the current situation between Ukraine and Russia, to being hateful towards Russian people. I want to make this very clear to everyone. As much as my heart goes towards Ukrainian, and as much as I try to help, which is basically nothing apart, you know, donating some money or buying charts of the designers, there's nothing else what I can do. However, this situation, it's not going to make me hate Barbara Anna, Nitka Moscow, Owl Forest Embroidery, or other Russian designers. I support them, and I loved what they produce. I love what the companies stand for, and as long as I can, as long as my morals and the values and the ethos of the company is right, I will be supporting them. So if you feel offended by it in any way, instead of sending me hate messages, please do unsubscribe from any of my social media platforms. In this way, you won't be witnessing, or you won't be so irritating by my purchases of my choice of designs. I'm really sorry to everybody else who needed to kind of listening to me ranting about, but I found it really upsetting that someone would be so mean towards me because I purchased something which has got nothing to do with war. You know, we do need to be mindful of you know, we can't just decide to hate someone from one day to another only because of the leaders. Let's, you know, let's have a break and, you know, have a clear understanding what is this situation, you know, do to us. The world is enough divided. Let's not bring any more hatred into the cross-stitch community. And I promise you, I will never again make statements like that on this video. This is a safe space, and this is a happy space. Cross-stitch is something which help me to relax, but also, you know, it is a therapy to lots of you as well. And I do not want to bring any bad vibes, but I do not want to be harassed and send any hateful messages in the future. So if you feel then, as I've mentioned, if you feel then, you know, I insult you or I go against your values, then please do unsubscribe to all of my social media platform, block me, mute me, whatever you need to do, so you're not going to see any of me again. Right, ranting is over. I'm going to just have a quick sip of water because I feel my throat is getting really dry. Right, another start. This is a start. I'm going to put a picture of the design because it is Etsy purchase, and since I don't have access to a photocopier anymore because I don't go to work, so I stitch from iPad. So I'm going to include the picture. I've only print out the chart because it's easier for me to see, but I don't have a cover picture. But the project I've started is from yet another Ukrainian designer, which is only available on Etsy. You cannot find her on any other social platforms, so maybe that's why she's not as popular. But her Etsy shop is called Cross Stitch Kids Ala. I'm gonna put across the screen and also down below in the videos. I have been buying from her shop for quite some times. Main reason is because I really like the diversity charts she has got available on her Etsy store, especially the one inspired African culture. I've got quite a lot of those charts in my stash already, but I have purchased this one very recently, and it is called Girlfriend Cup of Coffee. And I am using all code for DMCs because somehow I had them all in my stash, so it was that was much helpful. Otherwise I would be using my own conversion, but since I had those colors, I've used them all. It is a full coverage. This lightest part, it is half stitch, so this one kind of goes very quickly. Otherwise everything else is a full cross, and there's quite lots of back stitch as well. But once it's done, it will be gorgeous. It will go to my coffee bar. No, erase what I said. It's gonna go to the kitchen above my coffee bar. Gorgeous. So this was yet again start, and this is on Ada, which I was kindly gifted by Instagram friend Marie. She contacted me and she has given me a bunch of it. So again, thank you so much. This Ada is it's been well loved and it's been used in multiple projects. So yeah, okay. And last project, which I started today, because today is 8th, so this is my, I don't know, 6th project, because 2 of them will work over 2 days, and that's something I showed you before. It is a new release from the let's see, the iPad, from the Just Cross Stitch magazine. It is a chart. It is called All Stars Songbird Quilt Block, and that's what it is. It is a 6 block with a 6 different type of birds, and they are framed into a very different quill blocks. And if you follow me, then you know I really like quilting and I really like to stitch birds. So now I have got birds and quilts in one project. Sorry, it's just a little bit it doesn't show it very clearly. Maybe it's better if I just include a picture. So what I have done before I showed you, I have outline of 2 blocks which have been already released. So this is the first one block for the cardinals, which, as you can tell, I outline all the quilt. And this is the second block, blue jay. And since I have got outline already completed, I am just filling the colors in. It's like coloring. It's absolutely mindless. I've done a little bit this morning once I dropped my children to school and, you know, organized the house a little bit. I kept watching X-File. I'm on the season 9. I'm almost done with it. So yeah, I have been stitching on this, and that's pretty much close with my stitch madness. So yeah, it is mad, but it's not too mad. Like, I think it's control madness in my case. I think starting a new project each day would be really overwhelming for me, and I think I would get really stressed. So I think the way I am going now, it is really enjoyable, and I see, you know, I'm doing progress. I am able to finish some things because they are very small, but the other projects I can make a little progress, and it's actually visible. I really like to work on the projects which I can see a progress. That is really frustrating for me to work on something for hours and hours and kind of feel like I have not moved anywhere. I'm still in the same place. So I'm really happy with my selection. As you can tell, it's all over the place. It's all genre, from birds to, you know, Easter to you know, coffee to Barbara Anna. It's kind of everything what I really like. Now, as I'm talking to you, I've also remembered that I have worked on 2 other things. Sorry, on 2 other things which weren't part of my March Madness. It was I've worked on my old whips because I just wanted to. Again, it is a PDF Etsy purchase. So I'm going to include a picture. It is from Ukrainian designer, the one I purchased my coffee cup of coffee chart. The shop is called Cross Stitch Kids Alla, and this is 3 panels which I am stitching as one piece. And I have modified this chart because, as you can tell on the picture, they are mainly black and they are full coverage. However, I am stitching this on the fabric flare fabric, which is African Sunset. And as I stitch each of the panel, I've decided to add the border around and then freestyle kinda designs, which sometimes can be seen on the traditional, or like you know, the clothing on African tribes. They are not exactly, they are inspired by, and since a designer of this chart is Ukrainian, I've decided to incorporate yellow and blue kind of boldly on some part of the frames. And that's where I am. I really like it. It's very different than everything else I stitched so far. I've stitched quite a lot of African inspired pieces. However, this one is very kind of modern and funky. So that's the one. And the next project, which is again something I've started this year, it will be my a birthday gift for my daughter this year in August. She will turn 10. So I am working, I'm sorry, I have got some threads hanging here, which are important part. So I am working on Merida. So I add a little bit more to it. So I finished the 2 pages over here, and then I moved into Mama Bear. I finished her crown. I showed you. I'll show you the cover picture. She keeps asking me when is it going to be done, and I said to her, baby, you know, soon. And then she is a very clever beast, and she said to me, Mom, maybe if you weren't working on so many other things, my Merida would be already finished, and she is so right. But yes, it will be done before her birthday. So, oh, those colors are absolutely gorgeous. For the remaining days in March, I have got projects, new projects to work on. However, my first idea was to stitch on lots of spring projects, and they are absolutely beautiful and I love them. However, I don't like to stitch them. I think the fact that the colors are kind of pale and very pastel, I'm not really keen on them. They don't really call my name. I really like bold and, you know, saturated and really defined colors. So I think either I would have to make the colors in the charts a little bit more bold and bright, or I will swap them for something else. But for now, the first few charts which are on the top of the list are something which I'm really excited to work on, and then towards the end I might be swapping a project or two for something a little bit more exciting. Right, and that's what I have been working on in the past 2 weeks. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's actually really good. I am really pleased with the achievement. I've stitched quite a lot, because obviously, you know, I don't work now. So when I drop my children to school, I have all this time. I have been running a little bit more as well, because I signed up for my first half marathon this year, which is in May. It will be my 67th half marathon today. But first half marathon this year, I have to say, my running calendar is empty. Whatever events have been happening in London or in the country from January, I wasn't signing up for, because I have done them so many times before. Then they are not exciting anymore. I kind of felt like I just don't want to do it. So I'm really happy then, you know, then half marathon in May is in my calendar, and I feel motivated to, you know, to train and run again. Obviously I'm not aiming for anything big. There's no chance that I can repeat my success from last year and, you know, and finish half marathon in a sub of 1 hour 45. It's not going to happen. I am carrying extra weight, which doesn't help for fast running, but I am really happy, and I feel motivated. I want to wake up in the morning, drop my kids to school. I want to go for a run, and that's the most important part. Right, but you're not here to listen to me about running, because I can talk about running as much as I can talk about cross stitch. So let me show you my haul, because on my last video I was a little bit mean, and not mean, but like in a funny way. I said then I placed my order with 123 stitch, and because of the of my or previous order, which took so long to arrive into the UK, I was kind of making a joke then. my new order probably will take about 6 months to arrive, but actually it arrived super quick. So the remaining 2 parts for the a new world of Barbara Anna arrived. So this is Over the Seas. Sorry, I'm not going to be taking this from the packaging, but the glare is horrible. And then the part 3, Deep in the Woods. So now I can start working on it. Fantastic. And then I've also purchased the wee beds from Heart in Hands. So I have got quilting, St. Patrick. I'm a little bit later this year, but who knows, I can always stitch and finish next year. Stitching, and I might be buying buttons for some of them. I will be using buttons which I have got on hand and kind of tie with it with a theme. Only one of them comes with a button, which is the farmhouse, and it has got a little star button. All of the others, they just came without. So autumn, Christmas, winter, Valentine, summer, Thanksgiving, and Halloween. They are absolutely fabulous. I love them all, although I don't know how am I going to finish them. And there was one more, which is, I think I have put it in here for my into my plans, because I'm going to be stitching this, and it is the Barbara Anna Happy Easter. So this was a 1, 2, 3 stitch order. Now Patchwork Rabbit, I had this on the back order and it arrived today. It's again Barbara Anna. Just wanted, oh no, that says My Wool. It's fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And 2 auto ship arrived today. One is for the, both from the, oh no, this one is from the Cottage Garden Samplings, is the raccoon. You know that because everyone stitched this. For now I am only collecting. I have got flosses for the first 3 charts, and now I'm going to be gathering the charts, not the charts, the threads for raccoon as well. And I will be starting on this project closer to summer holidays. And this is the auto ship as well. This is the Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm, and this is block number 4. Yeah, again, which I'm only collecting for now. Now, this is my haul. That's it. Now, giveaway time. Giveaway time. I have got one chart which I would like to give away. It is chart which is brand new, haven't been opened. It's from my stash. You know, if you watched me from this year, then you know I have been clearing up and tidying up, organizing my charts, and I have made the piles of charts which I purchased, and because I really love them. However, I won't be stitching them. And this is Rodney by Kathy Berrick. It is gorgeous chart. However, don't know, I wanted to stitch this for this March Madness, but each time I put the colors and fabric for it, it's just like, oh, do I really want to stitch this? So I just decided then I would like to offer this chart to you. And so if you would like to stitch this chart, if you would like to stitch this chart, please can you use the word Rodney in the comment, RODNEY, Rodney. So yeah, that's it. Short and sweet. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Oh, and obviously I don't know how could I forget. I forgot on my last video because I was a mess. But this video, I'm so glad it just popped into my head. I would like to say thank you to everyone who bought me a coffee in the last 4 weeks. Your generosity, it absolutely overwhelmed me. I was so happy, and thank you so much. You bought me a coffee because of the tutorials I have been posting. You bought me a coffee because the giveaways you've won. You bought me a coffee because you want to help out towards the postage. You bought me a coffee, and yeah, and you bought me a coffee because of your generosity. So thank you so much, it means a lot to me. If you would like to have a virtual cappuccino with me, the link to buy me a coffee is in the description down below. So yeah, so this is the end. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending time with me. If you are the winner of the giveaway from last time, congratulations. Don't forget to email me so I can send you your copy of the chart. If you are the missing winners from a previous video, the winners of Frederick and the Easter trio, please do contact me. And if you want, then there will be another 2 winners selected on Monday. If you would like a Rodney, please enter the giveaway. I will see you again at the end of March. I won't be doing another updates in 2 weeks time. I will be doing updates a little bit over, so like about 2.5 weeks on the last day of March. So then I will be able to kind of summarize and do the big wrap up of the March Madness. Then so yeah, have a wonderful 2.5 weeks. Happy stitching, and see you soon. Bye.